Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to some more Yakuza 4. Hopefully if nothing goes wrong, I fully intend on completing the game this time around, and moving on to Yakuza 5 at some point later tonight. So, yeah, let's hope we can get through this as fast as possible, because I don't want to be playing this one for very much longer. Yeah, we're already... I would think we're already a good chunk through Chapter 2, right? I assure you.
Yasuko さんは
連れて行かれちまったよ。
誰にだ？
桂木、それに木戸ってやつに。
え？くそ、どうなってんだよ。
I wish I knew that that was the end of the chapter last night. I was just fully expecting stuff to happen, which is why I stopped where I did last night, or the other night. So that's kind of frustrating. We're already going to the next chapter after one cutscene. Okay, let's move on. Come on. Please just give me more cutscenes, though. Like, I think that's my only problem with this series is there's a lot of things that should be cutscenes that are made text boxes. Chapter 4, Chain of Betrayal. This one has the issue of going from cutscene to text box, back to cutscene, back to text box, back to cutscene, back to text box. The last one was just all text box with few cutscenes every few hours, which I would prefer this to that, but at the same time I prefer just having cutscenes. Almost feels like they did have full cutscenes at one point, and then cut stuff for budgetary purposes.
元刑事が分野でクラブの手伝いしてちゃ悪いのか。
いや、ただこの数日間毎日が信じられないような出来事の連続で。
お、帰ってきた。どうだったんだ、お前さんの店の様子は。
はあ、ダメ。まんまとやられちゃってましたよ。ああ、せっかくコツコツ貯めた金だったのにな。これじゃあまた一からやり直しだっての。
やっぱり金盗まれてたのか。
ええ、きれいさっぱり。
いくらぐらいだ。
1000億。
はあ、1000億？本当なのか。
ああ、俺も最初は信じられなかったが、どうやら本当らしい。
どういうことなんですか、秋山さん。
うん、いやね、実は俺の店でっかい隠し金庫持っていてね、そこに入れておいた店の金が全部持っていかれちゃってたのよ。
誰に？
検察っていうか、多分木戸ちゃんに。
え？木戸って新井の兄弟分の
Juice.
Then 9 days earlier at Sky Finance.
誰もいないか。ふう。六法全書か。やっぱ秋山さん頭いいんだな。あ？なんだこりゃ。おおいおい、ちょっと。やべ、どうなってんだこれ。うわー。
You're telling me he doesn't at least have a code? I don't care if this is hidden behind a bookcase. It's so... Like, seriously, like... That is so badly hidden. If someone just picks up a book like he did, they'll find the button, and then they... Oh, wow, there's a vault there that I can just open! Akiyama kind of brought it on himself, I would say. It's interesting how that's about 100 billion, according to Akiyama. Considering the 10 million, I'm pretty sure was a lot bigger of a stack in the previous game, or in Yakuza 1, I mean.
もう社長またドア開けっぱなしなんだから。ああ、木戸さん、ごめんなさい。ちょっと買い物に行ってて。
あ、すいません。勝手にお邪魔してます。
See, this is fine when it comes to text boxes, because this is in between, like, for instance, when Akiyama was first talking to Kido back at his own office at Sky Finance, or when he was talking to Yasuko at his office, it would be a conversation in a cutscene, then a conversation in text box, then a conversation in cutscene, text box, cutscene, over and over and over again. I'm okay if there's a cutscene and then it cuts to something else being text box like this, because that's how it was in the first two games. 3 was all text box dialogue with nothing voiced for hours on end, with a cutscene here or there. At least for what I played of it. This one is cutscene, text box, cutscene, text box, cutscene, text box, cutscene, text box of one singular conversation 90% of the time. And like I said earlier, it feels like they had to cut things back due to budgetary reasons, and it kind of sucks. I really hope by the time we get to 5 that they just go all out with cutscenes and don't interrupt them with text boxes. You shouldn't be reading anywhere near as often as 3 and 4 make you. Like Kiwami, most of the reading was for side content. I would say it was close to that for Kiwami 2 as well. But most of the stuff you read was almost exclusive to side content. Not saying that there wasn't anything within the main story, but fucking 3 and 4 take the cake, like, for reading. Like, it's ridiculous. You really think that's how it went down? You can't think of any other way. Me and Hana-chan are the only two people who knew about the ball. Kyudo-chan's the only other possibility. What makes you say that? Well, it would certainly wrap things up nice and neat. Everything would make sense. What do you mean? Not long after Hana-chan saw him at the office, Kyudo-chan got hauled off by Hatsushiba clan boys who'd been working with the Shibata. Just walked in and spirited him away. Simple, clean. What's so strange about that? Everything. You'd understand if you've seen what Kyudo-chan can do in a fight. Go on? Well, it's only been once I've witnessed it myself, but the guy can mop the floor with anyone, without even breaking a sweat. He's pretty coy about it, though. Prefers to keep all that under wraps. How come? It's better for the family that way. Most likely, Kanemura Enterprises where Kyudo-chan and Arai-san work. There's a tiny speck under the big Shibata umbrella. I think I miswrote that a little bit. Yeah, whatever. Now, your usual Yakuza outfit makes their living off those dramatic displays of strength, but not Kanemura. Why not? Didn't want to stand out, especially with the rat race always tearing this town apart. Guess that's just how he was. Makes sense. It's safer to lay low and just get on with your life than to start bashing heads in. Yep. Kanemura couldn't even afford his dues to the Shibata. Came to me begging for a loan and everything. Expanding his turf and inviting competition was probably the last thing on his mind. I'm sure he was more than happy to keep his head down and let Kamurocho be Kamurocho. For sure. That's why Arai-san and Kyudo-chan were so careful not to make any waves. But yeah, Kyudo-chan's a monster. He let himself get kidnapped on purpose then? You know, is it just me or does Dante look freakishly tall? Like, I haven't really been paying attention because I've been reading. Just me? You bet I do. By the time I got back to the office that day, he was already gone. The place was more of a mess than usual thanks to the struggle. It was convincing, honestly, but one thing stood out to me, which was what? The order my books were in. Your books? Yep. Kyudo-chan tossed a bunch of them around, probably to make it look like a fight went down. Cover his tracks, you know. The ones that were for some reason. That's how I knew something was up. Hold on. Your office isn't exactly what I'd call organized, not by a long shot. Are you seriously telling me you know where every single book is supposed to be on your shelf? Every single one? Whoa. Because that's an uncommon thing. Apparently. Long story short, my old pal Kyudo-chan pulled a fast one on me. What I really want to know is who keeps 100 billion in cash just lying around in this day and age, especially in a giant vault that anyone can open that's not very well hidden if you just pull out a book off a shelf. Seriously, you pull it off the shelf, press a button, bookshelf slides out of the way, and you can easily open it. There's not even a combination or anything. Why? I mean, I get it's technically hidden, but if someone finds it, they have access to it. Why not smash it in a bank? Don't trust them. Besides, it's not like any of them pay decent interest anyway. That much physical money isn't exactly portable, though. How did they get it all out? Ask the DA guys who raided my office yesterday. They're the ones who did it. You think they were imposters? Big time. Katsuragi must have sent them over once Q-chan tipped him off. That'll explain it. Life's a cruel mistress sometimes. Sure, you get used to the cheating and the backstabbing and the lying in my line of work. But when it all smacks you in the face, one after the other. Can we get a Roblox? Oof. You seem like you're taking it pretty well, though. Most guys would go into total shock if they lost 100 grand, let alone 100 billion. I am in shock. This is me in shock. It's not that big of a deal, I know. But still, not that big of a deal. I'll just make it all back again. But, heck. And hey, the week has had its highlights. Yeah? I met you for one, Kiryu-san. Is that really so special? You're my freaking hero, man. You saved my life. Did I? I think I remember that. Just listen. You know when the Millennium Tower blew up 5 years ago? When all that cash rained down on the city? That day changed my life. I grabbed as much as I could, cleaned myself up, went from homeless bum to this practically no time flat. If not for you, I'd still be out on the streets, digging through trash just to keep myself alive. That's the money you built your business on, huh? Yep. Now that I think about it, the 10 billion was probably the same cash my bank duped me into laundering for them before they had me take the fall. 10 billion Jingu diverted to the Tojo clan. So yeah, this all kind of feels personal somehow. If this stuff goes down now, it is linked to that 10 billion. Consider me there. Couldn't it at least have sound effects for him lighting his cigarette? I don't know about you guys, but this is starting to feel like fate to me. Almost like we're all destined to end up here. Fate. Might just be right. Hey, look, there's even 4 chairs. One more chair, and Sajima can sit there.
これからどうするんだ、お前ら。
And then Haruka will have to sit
冴
somewhere
島と
fuck
安子
else
取
in
り
the
戻
next
すつも
game.
りなのか。
ああ、
Or the new guy.
それしかないだろうな。
だがどうすればいいんだ。金はすでに葛城の元にある。やはり奴らの居場所を探して直接攻め込むしかないのか。
いや、策はある。
ん？
これは。
おい、キリュウ、これって何なんだ。
動かぬ証拠というやつだ。おそらく宗像も葛城もこのファイルの行方を追いかけている。これを使えば奴らと取引できるはずだ。
And here we go, right back to like text box, cutscene text box. Okay. How'd you end up with this thing, Kiryu? Hamazaki gave it to me down in Okinawa. It's a document showing the creation of Penitentiary Number 2 and the expected flow of money into the place. Wait, look at that. It's got names, amounts, everything. Yep. It says right here that the 10 billion yen that got transferred from the Tojo to Kyoei to Jingu back in 2005 was meant to get passed on to the Metropolitan Police. That's the incident you were wrapped up in, right, Jerry-san? Right. That missing cash nearly tore the clan apart, and the guy behind it all was a man named Jingu, Haruka's father. There's more. There are notes on here detailing a police plan to release inmates from the penitentiary and create artificial crime, all to make the police look good. It's one hell of a scoop. No wonder they're so desperate to get it back. This goes public, all their dirty laundry will be out in the open. So what's your next move? Try to cut a deal with Katsuragi. I just need to figure out how to get in touch with him. I can help you with that. You and I have talked on the phone before. If I can, if you call from my cell, I'm sure he'll answer. Huh? Mind if I borrow your phone then? Go right ahead. This interaction needs to be a cutscene, or at least voiced. Most phone calls are voiced, or at least half of them are.
谷
That's
村
right, so.
じゃないのか。
俺は桐生ってものだ。今訳あって谷村の電話を借りてお前に電話している。
桐生、まさかあの四代目の桐生一馬さんですか。
そうだ。
これは驚きです。それで私に何か用でも。
冴島大河と安子のことだ。
さあ、何の話だか。
とぼけるな。お前が冴の河原から連れ去ったということは分かってるんだ。
それがどうした。
お前と取引がしたい。お前が今一番欲しがっているはずのものが今俺の手元にある。冴島が浜崎と脱獄した際手に入れた例のファイルだ。お前が手に入れたいものというのはこれなんじゃないのか。違うというのなら構わない。この話は忘れてくれ。それじゃ。
待て。どうしてお前がそのファイルを持ってる。
受け取った。沖縄で浜崎から直接な。
そのことを知っているのは
俺と浜崎。あとは今俺の周りにいる人間だけだ。
宗方は知らないんだろうな。
宗方。
副総監の宗方だ。
ああ、知らないはずだ。
わかった。いいだろう。取引の内容は
冴島大河と安子の身柄、あと木戸が奪ったスカイファイナンスの金1000億だ。
伝説の極道ってのも交渉事は不得意のようだな。そんな取引じゃ俺は動かない。交渉ってのは心理戦だ。わざと相手に有利な条件を提示することで相手の興味を引き出す。そういうもんだろ
う。ならどうすればいいんだ。
そうだな。わかった、こうしよう。今日の取引お前一人ってことだよ。あんたの好きな殴り合いってやつをね。
何？
取引の場所はカムロ町ヒルズの屋上にしよう。俺は冴島と妹、さらに1000億を用意してその屋上で待つ。あんたには屋上にたどり着くまで上の清和会の人間を全て倒してから来てもらう。
なんだと？
あんたが屋上にたどり着けるか、それとも先に死んでしまうか。俺としてはどっちでもいい。これなら俺に有利な条件だ。
もし俺が屋上までたどり着いたら
そん時はちゃんと取引させてもらうよ。ただ、たとえそうなってもあんたにはもう俺を殺す余力は残ってないはずだ。それなら俺も安心だ。分かってくれよ、桐生さん。俺もさ、長生きしたいんだよ。あんたや冴島みたいな化け物2人も相手してじゃ命がいくらあっても足りない。世の中には錦山や郷田隆二みたいな今まであんたが相手にしてきた男気あふれる極道じゃない人間もいるんだよ。さあどうする？
分かった。行こう。何時に行けばいい？
夜22時だ。俺も 死体じゃない生きたあんたに会えることを楽しみに待ってるよ。それじゃ。
What's the deal, Kiryu? You sounded like you came to some kind of agreement. I'm gonna end the stream. I'm not fucking risking my final stream being fucking fucked because of internet quality issues. I'm fucking sick of that happening in this fucking game. It's the only one it's happened to me with, and it's getting really old. And it's consistently happening. So when I finish this dialogue, I'm going to end the stream, fuck with my DNS stuff, and hope that I can get a good connection and start back up from there. Because I want to get this goddamn game done, like, now. I'm fucking tired of being delayed with shit. So what's the deal? Oh yeah, we already read that. Yeah, I'm meeting him with the file on the roof of Camarocho Hills tonight at 10, alone. But that's insane. You're not actually going through with that belonging, are you? I have to. That's part of the deal. Sounds like I'll be fighting through the entire Unosewa clan to get up there too. Guy doesn't take any chances once he gets down to business, huh? Sure you still want to go? I'm sure there's no other way. You say that, but let him go if he wants to. Besides, I don't think anything we say is going to change his mind. Isn't that right, Yakuza? Right. A deal's a deal. Well, I should probably get going. Be careful out there, Kiryu. I will. Alright. I'm gonna end it here. So that way we can make sure that the stream doesn't just end on me without me knowing. So I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, even though all of this was cutscene and mostly text box and stuff. Yeah, see ya. Jesus. Nothing can